Jones, and I serve as president and CEO of your Grand Rapids Urban League, and I also serve as Second Ward City Commissioner of your city, my city, our city, Grand Rapids. Can you give it up for Grand Rapids? I want to welcome you out on this evening. We're thankful that we have a dry evening, and the goal tonight is simple. We want you to eat until your heart's content. Has anyone here ever experienced a food coma? Raise your hand. I need all of you to have another food coma on this evening. You hear me? I was given strict instructions to make sure that I tell you to eat as much as you possibly can, okay? These are all locally black-owned businesses, caterers who are here, so please eat until your heart is content, all right? Also, I would like for you to make it a point to network and meet as many people as you possibly can who are here on this evening. That's what tonight is about. Tonight is about fellowship, eating, drinking, getting to know one another. So that's our plan for tonight. I also want to take an opportunity to recognize and acknowledge the members of the planning team. If you were a part of the planning team, can you please wave your hand? Let's give it up for the planning team. Thank you very much. It is now my privilege to introduce to you Don Everett. Don's going to talk a little bit about the nonprofit and the African American, the I should know this, the AAMC, the African American Art and Music Celebration. Give it up for Don Everett. Show your love for Don Everett. What's up, brother?
What's up, babe?
Yep.
How you doing?
Doing well. There you go.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Thank you for coming out. This is going to be very brief. The Grand Rapids Diversity in Art and Music Festival, Inc. is the parent organization to the committee, the African American Arts and Music Celebration. And what we've tried to do is partner with ArtPrize, the City of Grand Rapids, and DGR and other supporters to bring a festival inside of a festival so that there would be intensive and what I like to call intentional African American art and music inside of this. So thank you, Christian, for your permission and your vision to share with us. So with that, I think I'd like to invite now to the stage George Bayard. He can tell you more about his organization.
What's up, what's up, what's up? Hello, I'm George Bayard, and I am the executive director of your grandma. Yeah, your grandma. Grand Rapids African American Museum and Archives. So many of you know that we're going to start our African American Museum here in Grand Rapids with the vote of the City Council and the Mayor. We have opened up an office space at 87 Monroe Center. We should be in there on Monday and stop by and drop off some money or drop off some donations, and we'll be greatly appreciative. We're part of this organization, and we have been a sponsor for it, co-sponsor for it for the last few years that it's been running. We also have put the Paul Collins Art Award together. Right now, our judges are going around town looking for works that reflect the vision of our local artist here, Paul Collins. And so if you come anytime between now and next week, we'll be, or Saturday, we'll have the vendors here, we'll have food vendors over here, and we'll have plenty of artwork here in the City Hall building curated by Monroe O'Brien, who's not here tonight. We'd love to have you come over to the museum, and even Saturday morning, we're going to be screaming live the opening of the National Museum in Washington, D.C. And you can come down, have a seat, and we'll be showing movies and things all through the day. So it'll be plenty of things to do for every age group, kids, everybody, and come on down and have fun. Next, Paul Collins. Come on up. How's it going, man?
Come on, y'all can do better than that. I got some good news for you today. I was with my friend Dennis Banks, who's the leader of AIM. They're trying to keep him from setting that pipeline up. And hey, Dennis, stand up a minute. And my wife, Carol. Carol, where are you? Carol. We were by the ocean. This is good news, now pay attention. And I'm doing a painting of Dennis, and one of the things I found out is about Grandma Moon. The Grandma Moon is very sacred. And I couldn't decide exactly what I was going to do. And all of a sudden, Carol and I looked up, and Grandma Moon was over our house telling us how to paint her. But she gave me some message for you from the Great One. Now listen to me close, all of you. We no longer are going to be judged by color. From now on, we're going to be judged by character. And we all part of the human race. And in order to get peace on earth, goodwill to men and women, we got to get together. Cut out the separation. My artwork is about bringing us together. Carol and I were invited after the war in Bosnia. They were trying to find a way to find peace. I got Dick DeVos and Amway to make a contribution of $160,000 because that's what it cost to send 60 paintings, insured, to Bosnia. And so I asked the people, I said, wouldn't you rather have the money? He said, Paul, we cannot come together with peace. We need your paintings because your paintings are about all of us. Did you hear me? They didn't want the money. And I was in Jerusalem once, and they had a concert. And in that concert, now this is the magic power of art that we underestimate so often. It's with us every day. It motivates us every day. It's subliminal. We don't even know it. The Jews and the Palestinians didn't even realize they were brought together by music. Did you hear what I said? Nothing else would have brought them together, but it was music. In the hospital once, my young man had an infection in his head. And when I asked the people in the museum, why does the museum have to look like a museum? He said, what do you got in mind, Paul? Hang some artwork in here. And psychologists will tell you it makes a difference subliminally, artwork and music. It's one of the most important things we have, but we all take it for granted. And whatever you do, please don't let politics get involved with the arts. Do you hear me? It's so important because Grand Rapids is a very unique city. If it's possible, it can happen in Grand Rapids, and it does. When I was 12 years old, the West Side was slums. Go visit it now. I had some friends from Detroit come over to do a story on me. Now listen to me, this is important. And after they did the story, they wanted me to show them the hood. So I took them over to Franklin Commons. And they looked at me and said, come on, man, take us to the hood. I said, this is the hood. Have you seen Calder Plaza? You've got to understand that there's a terrible stereotype that floats around. And Hermann Goering, who was Hitler's man for propaganda, said, if you tell a lie enough times and you don't do something about it, it becomes the truth. Now, this deal about rich people bury their money and they're all not considerate and selfish, not in Grand Rapids. They bury their money in their schools, in their cities, and so many of my projects were because of these people. So don't let that lie exist. Stomp on it. Get rid of it. And the names of those people on those buildings were not their idea. It was our idea to let people know that they're burying their money not in the Cayman Islands, but in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Little hand. One more story, and please, whatever you do, don't forget about art. We sometimes underestimate. Think about this. Every day of your life, when you get out of bed and get dressed and put on clothes, it's a piece of art. Nothing has been done or touched or built that hasn't been touched by artists. Just look around sometimes. What you did this morning with your hair, the dress you put on, or the pants you put on, that's an artistic statement. And art critics, now listen to this really close, art critics can tell you the history of art, they can tell you the style of art, but they can't tell you what to like. It's very personal. It's up to you to make your decision. Just like the idea that some newspapers say this is the most beautiful woman in the world. It's not possible. So whatever you do, stay away with politics, keep them away from art, because it's done marvelous things in our city. Between art and beer, we got a lot going in Grand Rapids. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul Collins. Greetings, everyone. My name is Christian Gaines. I'm the executive director of ArtPrize. This is Amelia Pegman. If the two of us are up here to even have like 1/4 of the stage presence that Paul Collins have, I think we have an 1/8 each of the stage presence that Paul Collins has. So thank you very much, Paul, for being up here tonight. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to ArtPrize, day 2 of ArtPrize. Welcome to this great celebration of the Paul Collins Award at ArtPrize, which we're proud to host and present. And welcome to the African American Art and Music Celebration. We could not be more thrilled to be here. We're thrilled to be a partner. We're thrilled to be represented in this organization as it grows and it flourishes year over year at ArtPrize. So thank you. Please enjoy ArtPrize. Please enjoy Calder Plaza. Please enjoy the incredible exhibit that's inside City Hall here this evening, and enjoy the next 17 days of ArtPrize. Amelia?
Thanks, Christian. You said some sweet things there. That's just about right. I just want to reiterate our thanks for the committee that puts this on, certainly to Paul Collins as well, and George Bayard, who organizes all of this and is an inspiration for all of us. So a special thanks to those guys and the whole group of people that make this happen, because a lot of people work year-round to bring this festival within our festival, which we are deeply and profoundly grateful for. Yeah, I feel like I want to say that it's important that people remember that ArtPrize is a platform for creativity where everyone is welcome. And as a reminder, we as an organization don't curate this show. We don't pick the winners. We exist to amplify the voices of others. And that is why an independent award like the Paul Collins Diversity Award is one of the reasons why we're here, and one of the things we're most proud of that happens and is catalyzed by the opportunity of ArtPrize. So again, we're deeply and gratefully, profoundly grateful that this happens. We would love to see more of it happening. I couldn't agree with Paul Collins, his sentiment. I couldn't agree with it more that art is a common denominator and provides us with an opportunity to connect with one another in a way that not very many things do. So the next 19 days are an incredible opportunity for us to challenge ourselves, challenge each other, challenge this community to be better, to be more welcoming, to understand each other in a more profound way that I think will have a lasting impact on Grand Rapids. So again, thanks for all being here tonight, and enjoy your evening.